This is my 1891 white VS2B. It's still called a VS2B. Katie Farmer's book is not out yet. I think it becomes a VS4, when she's done reassigning the model numbers for the whites, for the old whites. But I still call it a VS2B. Now, I showed you yesterday some of the different points on the treadle, and I have to admit that I've been thinking of selling this because I have the other Singer treadle, which is a portable in the sense where I can take the top off very quickly and take it all apart and move it very easily. But I realized last night this is why sometimes what you think you don't need, you actually need. This is the back table extension on this treadle. Now, granted, I think what happened was my father found the original treadle. Some of them came with just 2 drawers on the left, and some of them also had an extra set of drawers, and you can see there's the support for that. But when he found it, it only had the 1 set of drawers, and there isn't a rack section here, so I don't think this particular one had the 2nd set of drawers, but I don't know. But anyway, then it's got this table extension that goes off to the left, like many of them. But with that back table extension, I realized what I would be selling is my sewing table. Now, I love this machine. It doesn't have a reverse. It takes the old long bobbins. It treadles wonderfully when you're winding a bobbin. It's a little bit harder to treadle. But with my landscape design things going on, this table is actually perfect because this is a pillowcase, which is 20 by 30. And you can see I still have some elements to tack down. And when I use a machine like this to do that, as opposed to a hand crank or an electric, or I could use a regular treadle or an electric that has that left extension, but this 6-inch section in the back supports the fabric in a much better way. Now, I think I'm either going to be doing pillowcase size things, or I'm going to be doing 28 by 28 inch square in knitting, and some of it in double knitting, and then adding elements to the top of a 28 inch square. So what we're looking at is the clearance. This is easily as high as my 15 machines, my Singer 15s. So the combination of the back extension, and you see how that just holds that up, the pillowcase up. So now in landscape design, if I'm tacking this down and all of a sudden I say, but wait a minute, it's actually 20 feet east, I can tell, I have a better view of the overall project, is what I'm saying. So yes, this is an antique. Yes, we should use these because it saves electricity. It repurposes these machines that literally, I don't think you can break them unless you break a cast iron. And they're easy to take care of and easy to use. They don't have all these different options. This doesn't have a reverse. It's from 1891. And when you think about that, 1891, and this is 2019. And yet this machine is serving the purpose I need it for. The other option would be to buy some kind of basic zigzag machine, which I could get for like under $100. But the sewing tables are $200, $300, $400 depending on what you're looking at. So there is gold in them there hills is true. in finding and using older furniture items over and above their value as antiques. So I had done several videos on landscape design, and I would say there's the Singer Treadle right there, and I have the leaf up on it, but you can see how narrow this is, and without that back extension right here, it makes a difference. And I already knew it made a difference with quilts, but now sewing something in this direction that's only going to go 30 inches, this is almost perfect as a sewing table. So it's another reason to look for antique treadles, and especially some of the different types of tables and cabinets that they made way back in the 1800s.